Glenn Close, born March 19, 1947, is an American film, television and stage actress. Throughout her long and varied career, she has been consistently acclaimed for her versatility and is widely regarded as one of the finest actresses of her generation. She has won 3 Emmy Awards, 3 Tony Awards and received 6 Academy Award nominations. Close began her professional stage career in 1974 in Love for Love, and was mostly a New York stage actress through the rest of the 1970s and early 1980s, appearing in both plays and musicals, including the Broadway productions of Barnum in 1980 and The Real Thing in 1983, for which she won the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play. Her first film role was in The World According to Garp, 1982, which she followed up with supporting roles in The Big Chill, 1983, and The Natural, 1984. All 3 earned her nominations for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. She would later receive nominations for the Academy Award for Best Actress for her performances in Fatal Attraction, 1987, Dangerous Liaisons, 1988, and Albert Nobbs, 2011. In the 1990s, she won 2 more Tony Awards, for Death and the Maiden in 1992 and Sunset Boulevard in 1995, while she won her first Emmy Award for the 1995 TV film Serving in Silence, The Margarethe Kammermeyer Story. Close starred as Eleanor of Aquitaine in the 2003 TV film The Lion in Winter, winning a Golden Globe Award. In 2005, she starred in the drama series The Shield. Then from 2007 to 2012, she starred as Patty Hughes in the FX drama series Damages, a role that won her a Golden Globe and 2 Emmys. She returned to Broadway in November 2014, in a revival of Edward Albee's A Delicate Balance. Her other films include Jagged Edge, 1985, Hamlet, 1990, Reversal of Fortune, 1990, 101 Dalmatians, 1996, Paradise Road, 1997, Air Force One, 1997, Cookie's Fortune, 1999, 9 Lives, 2005, and Guardians of the Galaxy, 2014. Close is a 6-time Academy Award nominee, tying the record for being the actress with the most nominations never to have won, along with Deborah Kerr and Thelma Ritter. In addition, she has been nominated for 4 Tonys, 3 wins, 14 Emmys, 3 wins, 14 Golden Globes, 2 wins, 2 Drama Desk Awards, 1 win, and 8 Screen Actors Guild Awards, 1 win. She has also won an Obie Award and has been nominated for 3 Grammy Awards and a BAFTA. Early life and family. Close was born in Greenwich, Connecticut, the daughter of socialite Betty Moore Close and William Tolliver Close, a doctor who operated a clinic in the Belgian Congo and served as a personal physician to Congo, Zaire President Mobutu Sese Seko. Her father was a descendant of the Taliaferros of Virginia. Her paternal grandfather, Edward Bennett Close, a stockbroker and director of the American Hospital Association, was first married to Post serials Marjorie Merriweather Post. Close is also a second cousin once removed of actress Brooke Shields. Shields' great-grandmother Mary Elsie Moore was a sister of Close's maternal grandfather, Charles Arthur Moore, Jr. During her childhood, Close lived with her parents in a stone cottage on her maternal grandfather's estate, in Greenwich. Close has credited her acting abilities to her early years. "I have no doubt that the days I spent running free in the evocative Connecticut countryside with an unfettered imagination, playing whatever character our games demanded, is one of the reasons that acting has always seemed so natural to me." When she was 7 years old, her parents joined a cult group, the Moral Rearmament, MRA, in which her family remained involved for 15 years, living in communal centers. Close has stated that the family struggled to survive the pressures of a culture that dictated everything about how we lived our lives. She spent time in Switzerland when studying at St. George's School in Switzerland. Close traveled for several years in the mid to late 1960s with an MRA singing group called Up With People, and attended Rosemary Hall, now Choate Rosemary Hall, graduating in 1965. When she was 22, Close broke away from MRA, attending the College of William and Mary, and double majoring in theater and anthropology. It was in the college's theater department that she began to train as a serious actor, under Howard Scammon, W&M's longtime professor of theater. During her years at school in Williamsburg, she also starred in the summertime outdoor drama, The Common Glory, written by Pulitzer Prize author Paul Green. She was elected to membership in the Honor Society of Phi Beta Kappa. Through the years she has returned to W&M to lecture and visit the theater department. In 1989 she was the commencement speaker at W&M and received an honorary Doctor of Arts degree. Career, film and television. Close started her professional stage career in 1974, and her film work in 1982. Glenn appeared in many Broadway and off-Broadways in 1970s and early 1980s. In 1979 she made her television debut. 3 years later she appeared in her first movie The World According to Garp. She has been nominated for 6 Academy Awards Awards, for Best Actress in Dangerous Liaisons, Fatal Attraction, and Albert Nobbs, and for Best Supporting Actress in The Natural, The Big Chill, and The World According to Garp, her first film. Her 6 nominations have her tied with Deborah Kerr and Thelma Ritter as the most nominated actress not to win an Oscar. After her 6th Oscar nomination, Close was asked about the fact of not having an Oscar, for which she answered, "And I remember being astounded that I met some people who were really kind of almost hyperventilating as to whether they were going to win or not Oscar, and I have never understood that, because if you just do the simple math, the amount of people who are in our 2 unions, the amount of people who in our profession are out of work at any given time, the amount of movies that are made every year, and then you're one of 5. How could you possibly think of yourself as a loser?" In total she has been nominated 14 times for an Emmy, winning 3, and 13 times at the Golden Globes, winning 2. In 1984, Close starred in the critically acclaimed drama Something About Amelia, a Golden Globe-winning television movie about a family destroyed by sexual abuse. In 1987 she played the disturbed book editor Alex in Fatal Attraction, and in 1988 she played the scheming aristocrat the Marquise de Merteuil in Dangerous Liaisons. She played the role of Sonny von Bülow in the 1990 film Reversal of Fortune to critical acclaim. Close has hosted Saturday Night Live twice, once in 1989 and once in 1992. In the 1990s, she starred in the highly rated Hallmark Hall of Fame television drama Sarah, Plain and Tall, 1991, as well as its 2 sequels. She also played the title role in the made-for-TV movie Serving in Silence, the Margarethi Kammermeyer story in 1995, for which she won her first Emmy. She also appeared in the newsroom comedy drama The Paper, 1994, Steven Spielberg's Hook, the alien invasion satire Mars Attacks, 1996, as the First Lady, the Disney hit 101 Dalmatians, 1996, as the sinister Cruella de Vil, and its sequel 102 Dalmatians, 2000, and the blockbuster Air Force One, 1997, as the trustworthy vice president to Harrison Ford's President. In 2001, she starred in a production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's classic musical South Pacific. In 2005, Close joined the FX crime series The Shield, in which she played a no-nonsense precinct captain. She starred in a series of her own for 2007, Damages, also on FX, instead of continuing her character on The Shield. Close won the 2009 Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for her role in Damages. In an interview after her win, Close stated that her role of Patty Hughes in the series was the role of her life. Also in 2009, she narrated the environmental film Home. In December 2010, Close began filming Albert Nobbs in Dublin. She had previously won an Obie in 1982 for her role in the play on stage. She had been working on the film, in which she appeared alongside 101 Dalmatians co-star Mark Williams, for 10 years, and aside from starring in it, she co-wrote the screenplay and produced the film. In the film, Close played the title role of Albert Nobbs, a woman living her life as a man in 1800s Ireland after being sexually assaulted as a young girl. For the film, she sat through hours of makeup to transform herself into a man. While the film itself received mixed reviews, Close and Janet McTeer received rave reviews for their performances. Close's performance was noted for being her most subtle and introverted performance yet, in a departure from her other roles. She received Academy Award, Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild, and multiple critics nominations for her performance in Albert Nobbs. Recently Close along with Viola Davis and Uma Thurman was featured in the documentary Love, Marilyn reading excerpts from Marilyn Monroe's diaries. Critic Stephen Farber has described the film as one of the most skillful and entertaining summaries of Marilyn's endlessly fascinating rise and fall. She played Nova Prime Rail in the science fiction film Guardians of the Galaxy, 2014. In 2014, Close received good reviews for her role in the independent drama Lowdown. Her next films are The Great Gilly Hopkins and Anesthesia. In 2015, she will appear in She Who Brings Gifts, filmed in England, What Happened to Monday, and The Wife, her first lead role since Albert Nobbs. In 2015, Glenn is filming Wild Wedding with actors John Malkovich, her co-star in Dangerous Liaisons, and Patrick Stewart, whom she worked with in The Lion in Winter. Stage. Close has had an extensive career performing in Broadway musicals. One of her most notable roles on stage was Norma Desmond in the Andrew Lloyd Webber production of Sunset Boulevard, for which Close won a Tony Award, playing the role on Broadway in 1994. Close was also a guest star at the Andrew Lloyd Webber 50th birthday party celebration in the Royal Albert Hall in 1998. She appeared as Norma Desmond and performed songs from Sunset Boulevard. Close has also won Tony Awards in 1984 for The Real Thing, and in 1992 for Death and the Maiden. Close performed at Carnegie Hall, narrating the violin concerto The Runaway Bunny, a concerto for reader, violin and orchestra, Composed and conducted by Glenn Robin, Close provided the voice of the giant in the summer 2012 production of the musical Into the Woods at the Delacorte Theatre in Central Park. The production also featured Amy Adams as the baker's wife and Donna Murphy as the witch. In October 2014, Close returned to Broadway in the starring role of Agnes in Pam McKinnon's revival of Edward Albee's A Delicate Balance at the Golden Theatre. Her co-stars were John Lithgow as Tobias, Martha Plimpton as Julia and Lindsay Duncan as Claire. The production received mixed reviews although the cast was praised. In April 2016 she returns as Norma Desmond to the musical Sunset Boulevard on the West End stage. Personal life and causes. From 1969 to 1971, Close was married to Cabot Wade, a guitarist and songwriter, with whom she had performed during her time at Up With People. From 1979 to 1983 she dated Broadway actor Len Cariou. She was married to businessman James Marlas from 1984 to 1987. Soon afterwards, she began a relationship with producer John Stark, whom she had previously met on the set of The World According to Garp. In 1988 the two had a daughter together, Annie Stark, who is currently an aspiring actress. They separated in 1991. In 1995 Close was engaged to carpenter Steve Beers, who had worked on Sunset Boulevard, but the two never married, and they separated in 1999. In February 2006, Close married executive and venture capitalist David Evans Shaw in Maine. The couple divorced in August 2015. Close is a second cousin once removed to actress Brooke Shields. Through her fourth-generation great-grandfather Samuel Adams, Close is a third cousin twice removed of cartoonist Charles Adams, 1912 to 1988. Close is a dog lover and writes a blog for FetchDog.com, where she interviews other famous people about their relationships with their dogs. Close announced to the public that she has had her DNA sequenced. Close has donated money to the election campaigns of many Democratic politicians, including Hillary Rodham Clinton, Howard Dean, John Edwards and Barack Obama. Close was a founder and is chairperson of Bring Change to Mind, a U.S. campaign to eradicate the stigma and discrimination surrounding mental illness, supporting her sister Jessie who has bipolar disorder. During the month of July 2013, Close put up over 380 designer items up for auction on eBay from the wardrobe her character Patty Hughes wore on Damages. All proceeds were raised to go to her charity Bring Change to Mind. Glenn Close is also a member of the Curiosity Stream Advisory Board. Awards and nominations. Filmography.